right. Well, hello, Auburn Alliance Church. Here I am at Ballywicks for lunch today, wearing my Highlands Aerial Park COVID-19 vapor barrier, whatever you call it, and have some special guests today. So welcome to 5 for 5. We have a group of people from Family Life Network who are using our building this week, and I took a chance to take them out to lunch so that I can make them famous by putting them in our 5 at 5 video. Oh, and by the way, my beautiful and lovely wife is here as well. So here we go. First one up is Aaron. Aaron, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Aaron, believe it or not. And, well, I started doing theater after I got out of high school, and I decided to go to college for that, even though a lot of people told me I was crazy for it. But you have to be crazy in order to do theater, so I figured I was in the right place. And then God just kept opening doors for me, and I ended up at Family Life and ended up here at Auburn Alliance.
Hi, my name's Janice Teeter. I'm going into my senior year at Elmira College for Nursing and Human Services, so I really am not doing anything theater for my career, but I grew up in the Family Life youth theater program, doing shows with them all my life, and so I always wanted to be an intern leading the workshops, and so the past 2 summers God gave me the opportunity to do so, and I got to do it again this summer, and I'm really excited to be able to be back at Auburn Alliance for the 2nd summer in a row. I just love it at this church and how encouraging you guys all are to us, so yeah, God's really blessed me in that way.
Hi, I'm Ethan Carr. I also grew up in the Family Life Youth Theater program and had a blast. I learned a lot about both theater and about Jesus through that, and it's been such a blast to get to teach your kids this week, not just theater things, but also about Jesus.
Cool, our lunch is ready.
Our food is ready. So I have been. Do you want me to stop right here?
Yeah,
or
let's
keep
stop.
going? My name's Ethan. I've also grown up doing the youth theater programs at Family Life, and it's been so much fun to see how the stuff that I loved about Family Life has been coming out now with all of these kids as well, and has been impacting them as well. I grew up doing Family Life, and now I'm at college, actually pursuing music education and music composition, because I'm hoping to, work in theater and help produce shows like this someday. So this is a lot of fun for me.
All right, well, anyway, these guys have been working really hard this week, rehearsing. What do we have, 18 students? 17 students have been coming to our church and rehearsing for this play, and it's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of interesting things to see the kids working on their lines and working on the songs and figuring out just basic acting techniques and then figuring out their blocking. Day by day, they're doing a lot of work on this play. I think it's been pretty neat because you guys come in the door with a play the kids haven't seen before. You teach them that play, and then there's an actual performance on Friday that you guys can all come to. So we're going to go right around the circle again. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the things you've been doing this week and maybe some of the kids that have stood out, maybe an experience that you've had here in the first 3 days of your rehearsals. So back to you, Aaron.
To start, we've been doing theme days every week, and today was Hawaiian Day, hence all of our crazy Hawaiian shirts. So we like to do a theme each day just to keep the kids interested and to make it more fun for everybody. I think one of the biggest challenges of this whole workshop is because of how invested these kids are in the show, we have to stop ourselves from going too involved because there's just so much to teach and so much that they're willing to learn, and we only have about 20 hours total with the kids that they're learning this, so we have to really focus on the basics, and there's many times where it's easy to start going in depth with stuff because they eat it up and they'll take anything we give them and use it, so that's one of the bigger challenges.
Yeah, so just to give a little context on what's our show about. So, our show is called What's the Story? And because of everything happening right now with COVID and the pandemic, we weren't even sure if we were going to be able to do the workshop. So, it's just such a blessing, and God's just so been present with our ability to be able to take all the precautions needed and things to be able to do these. And there's a fly in my food, so I'm going to swish that away. But it's been really cool in that way, but we actually, with our bosses, they wrote the show this year. So the show that we're doing, we helped write, which is really cool. And it's basically about these group of kids meeting up after quarantine is over for the first time, and they're bringing one of their new friends to the Lord. And so it's really cool to be able to just so have the gospel in this story and be able to incorporate so many different Bible verses and things. So one of the things that we've been working on in that way is really having the kids think about, this fly really loves me, having the kids think about the Bible passages in the songs that we're singing, and these songs have so much more meaning than just, oh, they're just another word we're singing, but they're literal, they're scripture. And so it's been really cool to be able to dive into scripture with these kids and be able to, okay, so what does being a shepherd mean? How are we God's sheep? And being able to explain different things like that based on our songs. So that's been really cool to see, and how incredible the kids are in the fact of just really active listeners and really wanting to be present and there with us. So it's been really fun with them, and I think we've got all their names down too, so that's been really exciting to be able to know each one of the kids and be able to directly say you to them and say their names. But all the kids have been standing out to me. I can't really choose just one, but I know it's been, they all have really awesome, unique, but a couple we knew from last year. So that's been really encouraging to be able to see them come back. One that I had a really cool moment with was Maddie Keppel, who goes to the church there. And so to be able to come back and hear that she got baptized this past year since we've been gone, it's just like super exciting because we got to pray over her last summer. And so to be able to come and just hear about how she's been this past year has been really exciting. And same with Joshua, really cool to see him back, and just he learned so much last year, and to see him picking up and without us even telling him all the things we had taught him last year, he just like knows them this year. So it's been cool that the things we taught them a year ago, they're remembering, and the most important thing they're remembering is that this is for God. So yeah.
So it's been really cool working with a lot of your kids for many reasons. But one, these kids are just so excited about what they're doing. There are a lot of them who've got such amazing talent, and they are loving so much of what they're doing. For instance, there's a little boy named Joshua who is just, he came in and was like, he was all like really timid, but guess what? He's like this amazing actor, and he memorized almost all of his lines in like one day. It was amazing, and he has the most lines of anybody in the show. It's so cool. And then there's a girl named Madison who was so excited to get her solo, and she came in and she was like, wow, this girl can sing. And so instead of using my time with her to teach her solo, I was able to teach her about how to sing that solo even better than what she was already doing. And she left that time with me and was just like, wow, I'm so excited because I'm able to put forward this absolutely gorgeous thing for you guys. And I'm really looking forward to you guys being able to come and see this, because there are so many kids like that this week who've had moments like that where they're like, man, I learned something new and it's changed how I act, it's changed how I sing, it's changed how I dance. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how you guys react to seeing these kids performing, not only just having fun performing, but getting to actually share with you Jesus's love, share with you what Jesus did. Because it's not just us sharing it with the kids, it's going to be the kids sharing it to you.
So Friday, 12 o'clock, public performance. Everybody's invited to come if you're able to make it at Auburn Alliance Church. So we're really excited about this. Really glad to partner with Family Life Network yet again this year. So we so appreciate Family Life Network. These three young people are just outstanding. It's been really great to get to know them. And I hope that if you're available on Friday, you'll come check it out. So that's it for another 5 at 5 today. From Ballywicks, PJ saying have a good day.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Please come see the show on Friday at noon.